Hey guys, I had to come straight from my couch to give you my honest review of King of Envy, spoiler free of course. So I just finished this in like a day, which is like pretty quick for me. I absolutely loved it. So spoiler free, like I said. So the two main characters are Ayana, and she's a supermodel, and then her love interest is Vuk, who is a billionaire. But most importantly, he developed his own brand of vodka, so he's like a billionaire from that. So basically their love match should be forbidden because of underlying circumstances, but that doesn't stop like the normal chemistry that ends up happening between them when they're forced to go to different events together and stuff like that. But what I love so much is the fact that the characters end up, bringing their own traumas to their relationship. So she, tells him of things she's had to do in her past because of a valid reason. He explains that he's also had to do things in his past for a valid reason, and it really just brings it to reality that not everybody is perfect, and they're not going to come perfect, but at the same time, to an extent, like, you're not going to engage with somebody if they're absolutely vile and toxic to you. Like, that's not what I'm saying here. What I mean by that is, so basically she was set to marry this guy who on paper everybody was like, this is the guy for you, but she was like, I don't have interest in him though. And just because somebody looks like, on paper that they're the perfect person for you doesn't mean that they are the perfect person for you. But that's what I think I love so much about this book, is that they accept their differences and the experiences they've been through, and that just solidifies their love for each other. And it's just so cute. There's a lot of like tense moments in there as well, of course, as Anna always has in her books. But I want to read you one quote from the book that I was just like, yes, everybody, this is what you need. So this is one of the last pages in the book. It says, before we met, I spent years bemoaning my lack of a love life, but my sighs had just been the universe whispering to me, wait a little longer, your perfect match will come. He had, and he was worth every second of the wait. And I think that just speaks true, especially to like me in my own personal situations. Like, I didn't have the best of life or experiences going through my early 20s and things like that. But then when I least expected it, the love of my life ended up popping into my life. And, we've been together almost 6 years now. But at the same time, like, just like the main characters in this book, we've come together to understand each other's differences and our backgrounds and stuff like that. So I think that's just something that's so telling and something to remember. So I highly recommend reading this book. You should give it a read, and do not forget that Anna always puts at the end, to visit her bonus chapters on her website. So there is a bonus chapter for this book as well.